So my first 3 years of teaching, I taught in elementary school. I primarily taught inclusion. I also did a little bit of intervention and worked in the self-contained classroom as well. So it was kind of all of it, but primarily inclusion. Fourth grade, English and math. And the first year it was more one teach, one assist, with me assisting the students with 504s and IEPs. However, the second and third year was really great because I started really co-teaching more with the math teacher, and we shared the same classroom. We did more of a, what I like to call like a true co-teaching model. It was still sometimes like one teach, one assist, but I was also up instructing the students as well. What we would do in fourth grade is she would do sometimes whole group, but mostly small group. And when it came time for the small groups to rotate, I rotated with the group that had mostly the students with 504s or IEPs. I would kind of rotate with them. And when they got to the small group where she was doing the instruction for the math lesson that day, I would assist during that small group. Sometimes we would co-teach it, like both of us up teaching, but that was still more of like a one teach, one assist. But then after that group, I would take my kids to another area, somewhere in the classroom, maybe out in the hallway, and reteach the lesson to them, or kind of fill in any gaps where they might have missed important information during that small group time. Here at the high school, I was brand new to the content. So I didn't feel comfortable doing maybe like a true co-teaching model where we're both up teaching at the same time. It was a huge learning curve for me. However, had I stayed as an inclusion teacher, I would have felt a lot more comfortable getting up and doing more co-teaching. So we primarily did one teach, one assist, and once the lesson was over, or as the lesson's going on, of course, I'm walking around helping the students, making sure everyone is getting what we're doing. But also afterwards, I'd kind of go back and do checks with the students to make sure that they didn't need me to reteach any part of the lesson. Also within our school, we have like a built-in enrichment time where if they miss something in one of their classes, they could come and see me or see their case manager and work on that instruction. When I was also supporting in the math classes, that was also one teach, one assist, because I am not a math teacher. That's just not my thing. That was definitely one teach, one assist. No co-teaching. However, there are two teachers in my building that can truly do the co-teaching, where the teachers are both up teaching. One is in an English class, and then one was in geometry and algebra. And those teachers know the content just as well as the primary classroom teacher. They will literally do a lot of like parallel teaching. Maybe one teaches grammar while the other one teaches like the main lesson, but they're very interchangeable, and that I thought was really cool. I just really think that if you are in inclusion, and this is why it's not necessarily for me, you need to do the best that you can to learn the content that you're going to be supporting and teaching in. And it kind of stinks because for special education teachers in inclusion, a lot of times we're bounced around. Okay, I'm not sure what happened to the rest of the end of my video that I was talking to you about with inclusion. It must have gotten cut off, but I say all that to say that I feel like inclusion teachers, should do the best they can to be the expert in whatever class that they're teaching in. It's hard because we do get bounced around a lot. But there are some really awesome inclusion teachers who can do co-teaching, parallel teaching, team teaching really, really well. But I'm sorry if that was such a long-winded answer to your question, but I wanted to provide all the information that I could. I would love to hear what you do at your school or what your school does with inclusion, and I'll see everybody in the next video.